Hey guys, welcome back to the video. I didn't fly the US carrier for very long, so why not to jump into a Mustang? Let's see what's the next mission. Okay, 27 March 1943 already, so pretty much just half a year and the war will be over. Oh, one and half year, sorry.
Gentlemen, this is it. The day we have all been waiting for. Target, Berlin. All available aircraft will be participating in this mission. Be careful. German flak in this area is so thick you can walk on it. The skies over the target should be clear. That's it. Does anyone have any questions?
No questions,
Good
but
hunting, gentlemen.
just to mention, I wasn't waiting for this, to be honest. And I'm very interested to see what's under the statement that all the available aircraft will take part in this mission. So let me see what we can expect here. Maybe there will be another fighter group joining from some other airfield as well. That might be the case. And maybe a lot of bombers will be assigned to this task. So I'm a part of a 12 aircraft formation heading towards Berlin. We should have a rendezvous with bombers somewhere in front. And let's see how this goes. I will switch on the autopilot and set up the time acceleration just to somehow make this mission faster. Let me find the clock. Seems like it's 11:15, so basically at noon. I won't be flying during the night like in the previous raid over Berlin, so this will be pure daily mission without any dusk or night. So I can see the bombers already. Looks like a pretty big formation of enemy bombers. Let's see what they are. Oh, Liberators, perfect. So, big birds. If I need, they will protect me. So, that's always nice, always welcome, and you can hide somewhere into this formation and be pretty much very safe from the enemy fighters.
Foxhole flight 5 miles, vector 060, Angels 20, over. Copy that, Colgate Control, vector 060. This is Foxhole flight. Glad to have you in flight, over. This is Red 1, copy that, Foxhole leader.
Glad to see you, boys. You're welcome. This will be another pretty long video. I hope my headset will be working during the wall flight. I changed the headset now, so hopefully it will work better. Sometimes, just to mention, just to give you more details about this issue, about this problem. Sometimes when I play, it's just happening in the game. It's not happening like when I'm watching YouTube, for example, or listening to some music. It's happening only when I'm in a game. Sometimes the sound goes simply off, like when you unplug the headset from the USB port. So it completely goes off. I can't hear anything, and probably also the microphone is dead as well. And I have to unplug and plug the headset again, just to like reset it, and then it works again. That's the best scenario. The worst scenario is when I unplug the headset. The capture software stops working just because the sound device is unplugged, so therefore it's unable to record sound, and it stopped working, it stopped recording the video. So that's the worst case. Like it happened in my previous video with Messerschmitt 110. I unplugged the headset, and there was an error message in the capture software that it's unable to capture sound, and therefore it's stopping the video. So I was googling this problem on it's a HyperX headset. I was googling just a little bit about this problem, and I didn't find anything about it anywhere. So looks like I'm the only guy who is facing such problems. I was trying some other headset as well. It was doing the same thing, but it wasn't crashing. Like the capture video wasn't crashing, but it also stopped playing sound during the gameplay. So it's probably not a headset thing. It's maybe the USB port thing, or I don't know, maybe something on my motherboard that switches off the headset during the gameplay after some, I don't know, maybe some timeout. Who knows? So the engine is working perfectly. Seems like no problems whatsoever. These flights over the North Sea are pretty long. Still no signs of the coast. Oh, I can see the coast on the right side just a little bit already, and now also in front. So this is the end of the North Sea, and there will be a long flight over the Belgium and France now, and then over the Germany as well. I'm really curious what type of enemies will appear in this mission. I think it will be Focke-Wulfs 190, probably the A variant. So if this is all what US Air Force has to has available, so it's not so big formation usually, or in reality the biggest raids over the German cities counted like 1,000 of bombers, so it was pretty huge formations flying for long minutes just to took off, just to form and then head over the Germany, and it was spread all over the sky. Basically, the first bombers were also were already all over the Germany, was starting bombing the German city, for example Berlin, and some of the aircrafts were just about to take off. So it was like really long formations, including many squadrons and bombing units. Also, the fighters were included in these huge formations. And usually, what was starting during the day by the U.S. Air Force was then finished during the night by the Royal Air Force. So, some Lancasters were also bombing the cities during the night. When the firefighters started to fight with the fires, they threw some incendiary bombs again. So it was really really hard to get rid of the fires, to extinguish them and so on. So it was pretty devastating. But simply the US Air Force has such significant force that it was pretty much unstoppable over the Germany. There was no way how Luftwaffe could beat such amount of aircraft and win this air war over the Germany. It was the quantitative and also qualitative force. Simply as that the US Air Force was really big force back then, and also today, to be honest. just to say it valid, it's also the most powerful air force in the world still. So and more advanced as well. So it's not just the numbers, but also the quality, like the 5th generation aircrafts, the transport, transport-wise equipment or aircrafts, tankers, AWACS. So it's very massive and can be deployed over any place in the world very quickly. And not to mention the aircraft carrier. So basically, this is the biggest force in the world as well, and can act pretty independently of the land. Basically, it can operate anywhere in the world. For example, I like the fact of the camouflage at the end of the war. Like the US aircrafts weren't like camouflaged at all. There was no need to put any camo on them. So basically, they were flying like in the original aluminium material without any colors and any masking on them. Just because it was not necessary. They have like such air superiority over the Germany that it was like simply unable for the Luftwaffe to do anything against them. many of the Luftwaffe aircrafts were destroyed on the ground, for example, without possibility just to take off. Some of them got destroyed during the takeoffs, and many of them were destroyed like 10 to 20 kilometers away from the airfield. So during the sweeps of the US Air Force, so basically no chance for the Luftwaffe to do anything. And if you imagine the situation about the D-Day, for example, the 6th June 1944, the Operation Overlord in the Normandy, where the US Air Force, Royal Air Force, or maybe some US soldiers, British soldiers, French soldiers, Canadian soldiers were like invaded the French coast in Normandy. You know it. There were like thousands of the the naval vessels in the area included in this operation. Like basically anything what can float was involved in the operation, and the same can we say about the air operations, about the aircrafts. Basically all the aircrafts were in the air. The day before the invasion, there was an drop of the parachutes over the France behind the enemy lines. So basically they prepared some diversive action just to distract the Germans from the Normandy bay or beach, and there were like hundreds of the fighters in the air during the D-Day, but only 2 German aircrafts appeared on the scene. It was 2 Focke-Wulfs which appear over the invasion coast, and when they see the the mayhem what is going on the sea and in the air, they quickly disappeared and fly back to their base without doing anything. So they just see the overwhelming power of the Allied units, and they understand that they can do nothing about it. So basically just 2 aircraft, that's the wall force which should try to stop the Allies from invading the France, was 2 Focke-Wulfs during the D-Day. So that's how it works basically. And just because of the massive air superiority of US Air Force, Royal Air Force during the D-Day and after the D-Day in the upcoming days, basically it was impossible for the German to resupply ammo, resupply fuel, anything like that, or maybe even evacuate some soldiers or resupply soldiers with some equipment or anything else. Basically, just because the convoys, anything what was moving behind the lines, was simply destroyed from the air. So any tank, any truck was destroyed from the air. So it was a massive force. I don't know whether this statement is from the 2 Focke-Wulf pilots or someone else from Germany, but I heard a statement that as soon as they saw in the morning the ships crossing the canal, they understand that the war is over. Basically, it was the D-Day which meant for all the German soldiers that the war is over, and they will be like unable to do anything against it. So I hope we are somewhere over the Germany already. I hope it's not France, it's already Germany. What's the time currently? 1:30 or 1:30. I don't know what should be the length of this flight originally. What time should it take to reach the Berlin? It's interesting that there is no no gauge in the cockpit, which tells you how much fuel is in your external fuel tanks. But it was a really primitive way how to pull the fuel out of these fuel tanks just by compressed air. So no measures, nothing whatsoever. But if you reach the Berlin, your external fuel tanks are definitely empty. They are not so big. So as soon as we are over the Berlin, or as soon as the enemy fighters appear here, I will drop them down just because they are already empty. Maybe you can assume that your fuel tanks are empty in the moment when you see that your fuel gauge starts to move. But where is the fuel? Oil, fuel. Okay, the right side, the top right, sorry, bottom right corner of my cockpit. I can see the fuel gauge is still the full, or maybe just 1 millimeter below the fuel already. So that's it. The engine is seems to be pretty hot, or maybe at the maximum, like on the normal run. If I increase my thrust, it might get hot very quick. And the oil gauge seems to be full as well, so we are still okay with the oil and okay with the oil pressure. What else to say? If you are interested in the history, guys, especially the Second World War and maybe also the Korean and the Vietnam War, and also the modern era, just write me a comment what will interest you, and I might touch that topic in my next videos. I've watched many documentaries about the war, especially about the air war, so it's my hobby. I have a pretty collection of the historical books on my shelves as well. I went through all of them. I started in my childhood, basically, when I was pretty much very interested in aircrafts. I was building some kit planes as a kid. I'm still building some of them. I'm attending some of the exhibitions with the plastic kits as well. So I'm pretty active in this related to the plastic model kit. I always built just the aircrafts. Never tried the tanks or I don't know, some ships, for example. Just the aircrafts. No matter whether it is like Second World War or the modern era. Maybe I'm not so in the First War, in the biplanes, triplanes, and so on. I don't feel, or I don't see such aircrafts to be so interesting for me, to say it like it is. So I'm still building some of, not some. I have like pretty amazing collection of the aircrafts. my shelves, and still many are in the boxes, so I will need to just to find some time to build them all, and to continue the building of the plastic kits as well. Maybe I will introduce a new type of videos on my channel. Maybe next year. It's in my plans just to include some plastic model builds as well on my channel, just to make it like more interesting for, let's say, more group of people. And I have the plastic model kit of the P-51 built already, the P-51D, but it's just in a small scale. It's just a 1:144 scale, so it's pretty pretty small aircraft or model. But I have also one box not built, 1:48, so it's a nice model, and I will build it very soon, so I'm looking forward for the build. And it's also the D variant as well. I do not have the B variant. But definitely in the future I would like to build also the B variant, maybe in some Royal Air Force marking. It looks like we are in 23,000 feet, so pretty high. Still keeping the speed low, just to fly with the bombers, seems like that. This video has, when watching the top information,
Approaching our target. 10 minutes out. Over.
the video is 27 minutes long, and my time compression just turned off. I don't know whether this is just because the bombers are approaching the targets, or there are some fighters in the area.
Fighters, doing 9 o'clock. Whoa.
Oh.
This is Blue 4. Copy. Drop tanks. Drop tanks. Keep your eyes open for enemy fighters. Let's get them.
Okay, so that was the answer to my question. There are enemy fighters already. Let me drop my tanks. Okay. They should be at 9 o'clock from our position, so somewhere over the Berlin already. Oh, there they are. Oh, it's a huge formation, maybe 12 enemies as well. Let's attack this guy, for example. It looks like 109. And let's try to be very effective.
This is Blue 4. Copy.
I saw one Mustang very close to me. I hope he's not somewhere really close. These are the Germans as well, by the way. So let's focus on this guy. This is the closest one. It's already smoking, and I do not want to get hit by the Allied bombers. Okay, couple hits into him.
Good kill. Good kill.
Okay. He bailed out. Another fighter here. It's very fast, but I have the altitude advantage, so... And I'm inside his circle, his turning circle, so That's why the distance is closing so quickly, and I'm faster than he is already. I changed the altitude for the speed. So I changed the potential energy for the kinetic energy. It's the rule of the, I don't know how to say it correctly in English, but there is a rule that there is no energy wastage. Simply as that energy just transformed to another type of energy. So energy cannot be like zeroed. It's always here.
Good kill.
Perfect kill. Let's not fall down like now. Okay, I have control. That's nice when the aircraft reacts like properly. That's always nice, always welcome. Okay, these are friendlies, and in the front there is also friendly aircraft. So the bandits went this way, somewhere, where? So far 2 kills. I would be very happy to get this third kill as well. But he's very fast, like very fast. But I'm closing the distance just because I'm inside his turning radius. Interesting row, the ground. That's very interesting. Looks like some railways. I've never seen something like this on the ground in this game. Just the normal roads, not the railways. So 12,000 feet, the distance. I'm a little bit faster than he is. I do not want to use all my thrust, but probably I need... Okay, I can't. It's already hot. I'm still faster than he is, and I am like 4,000, no, 3,000 feet higher. So that's great. I will now try to descend a little bit. Dive at him. And soon I will cross 400 knots. That's amazing. Like, that's the... It's not even my full power, so basically that's amazing how this Mustang performs. Okay, still just 2 bandits. Let me check the situation behind me. Okay, nothing there. 420 knots. That's guys, that's more than impressive. There is another straight line in front of me, so basically this must be the railways. Okay, let's reduce the speed just a little bit. I do not want to be so fast. We want to close slowly overtake him. Maybe he will realize very quickly that something's behind him. Okay, let's start the fire already. Let's open fire. Okay, not enough hits. Perfect. He's smoking already. Oh, he bailed out. Okay. So, that was the third kill. Let me quickly ask my ground control about the friendly bombers.
This is Colgate Control. Foxhole flight 20 miles. Heading northeast. Vector 030. Angels 20. Over. Copy that, Colgate Control. Vector 030.
Okay. Can't lock any more bandits. Where is the line? I would like to check it. Oh, it's down below me. I'm gonna check it. What's that? I'm gonna fly lower, and then we'll try to catch the bombers. Oh, it's a railway. I can see it already.
Foxhole flight. Commencing bombing run now.
So that's nice. Maybe there are also some trains on it. Probably. And in the best case, maybe they are even moving. So, like in the illusion.
Bombs away.
Okay, they're starting their bombing run over the.
Good job,
this?
everyone.
This is my wingman. Okay, it's going to join me.
This is Colgate Control. Mission accomplished. Good show. Over. Copy that, Colgate Control. Good job, everyone.
Okay, so the bomber should be somewhere really close. And they should change the heading now. Maybe. So let's quickly update their position. Friendly bombers.
This is Colgate Control. Foxhole flight 20 miles. Heading northwest. Vector 000. Angels 20. Over. Copy that, Colgate Control. Vector 000.
Okay, so I will fly not at 000, I will fly at 340 probably. Just cut them and to meet with them quicker. So far my headset is working, so basically you've seen all what was interesting in this mission. Let's hope it will end or it will work till the end of this mission. But there will be no more fights in this, just the long flight back and then the landing. So that's friendly bombers.
This is Colgate Control. Foxhole flight 10 miles. Heading southwest. Vector 090. Angels 20. Over. Copy that, Colgate Control. Vector 090.
090, interesting. But just the 10 miles, so that's oh, I can see them already. I can't lock the bandits still, so that's okay. Let's switch to the friendly units. Let's turn on the autopilot and it's the time compression. And looks like we are trying to get together into one formation with these fighters. That's the biggest problem for the AI, for the autopilot to fly together. after the raid or after the mission. It works perfectly in the start when you take off, but after the bombing run, it's a problem for the AI to get into one single formation. And usually the fighters are too fast for the bombers, so basically they fly like this, and then they make another circle. Oh, I almost hit the Allied Mustang. Now they almost hit me now. That's the beauty of the autopilot. Now he will try to join the group. Okay, as the video is 41 minutes long already, to be honest, I don't know how to cut it, like just to show you the landing. I do not have basically the proper software for it. I don't know. I never tried something like that. Maybe I will need to Google a little bit and try to find some, let's say, freeware software to do so. And then try to get into it and try to guess how to do the cuts or edit of the video. But it will take another 30 minutes of this video just to see my landing. So I strongly recommend for all those who have to do something else, something more pleasant, like just to talk with your wife, talk with your family, go do that, and then maybe come here back, or maybe just fast forward this video to the end. This will be just the pure 30 minutes flight with just some mumbling from my side, so we won't lose anything during this. I would like to see the damaged Liberator. One of them is creating a smoke. Okay, that's it. Okay, the engine seems to be still operational. It's interesting in this game that you are not able to control the power or the thrust of your engines one by one. You always control all of them together, so that's the disadvantage. I've noticed it in my Messerschmitt 110 video when I was flying without one engine. It still was operational, it was just smoking, so I switched it off. I turned it off, that engine, and I was flying on the like correct or okay engine only. And yeah, it was that was the problem. That was I was simply unable to maybe just to slightly use my engine, just slightly, just not to harm it anymore, just use some small power from it together with my left operational engine on full power. I would be able to fly like without any problems, but you have to switch it off and do not fly on it. Basically, it's impossible to fly on maximum thrust on one engine and just half the thrust on the other engine. Like for example, in the Illusion 2, you can do so. By the way, I like the model of this Liberator. I like the reflections in the front, like cupola on this bomber. I mean the position when the bomber is sitting, or the front shooter as well, front gunner. Looks like reflections, and something green is behind it, but it's definitely not a reflection. It's just a bitmap, but looks like really realistic from this view. looks pretty nice. But from this view I can see it's like a little bit transparent, maybe this this part of the aircraft. I can see through it the other bomber. Yeah, it can be seen through this window, so it's not a bit map, just the windows, but it's somehow like not fully transparent, but it's somehow transparent glass. So that's amazing how this model looks like. And the same must be on the... Oh, this is really somewhere out of the formation, flying, heading 265. So it's flying to the UK already, but it's very low. Although the speed is okay, but the altitude is definitely not okay. We'll see whether this guy will made it home or not, or make it home or not. Oh, there is one Messerschmitt still flying, somewhere very far behind us. Will it collide into this? No, won't. Another one, another one, another one, and excuse me, some of the liberators already returned from the maybe some previous raid over the Berlin. It's like huge formation of the liberators already being landed. Really interesting. Another Messerschmitt in the area, another one. Still with the external fuel tanks, that's interesting. And their heading is like ours heading, so basically they are flying somewhere behind us. Looks like another complete formation of Messerschmitt somewhere behind us, trying to catch us. But they are very low. Although they are fast, they are very low, so probably they won't be able to reach us on time. It's a huge formation of Messerschmitts, as you can see in the air. Okay, that's me, definitely. Or maybe not, because this Mustang is in formation and I wasn't in formation. But as you can see, there is a nice glass also in this model, so you can see the pilot inside. That looks great. Okay, what's my position? Oh, I'm in formation already, so that's cool. I've joined the other fighters. But still we are way too fast when comparing to the bombers. So we are flying in circles. Maybe let me ask the ground control about the position of the enemy fighters. If they are close enough, I might be trying to reach them. Ground target, nearest bandits 1. No radar coverage. Okay, so they cannot vector me just because we are far away from the UK. The radars in the Second World War were like the ground radars or the early warning radars. They were pretty much able to see for maybe 100-200 kilometers away. So basically they just saw what's going on across the canal and the small portions of the France. Definitely wasn't able to check what was the situation over the Germany back then. These were really huge radars, like really big constructions, like the, I don't know, seven stories buildings, something like that. Really amazing structures located all over the UK coast. And all of them were connected to the one operational like office or room where all the enemies were not drawn. It was like the symbols which were moved over the big map. You can see some pictures, or maybe in some movies, this operational room. You can see there. So basically, there was a big map of the British Islands, and the part of the France, Germany as well. And as soon as some enemies appear on the radar, they put a mark, or I don't know how to say it, something on the map, and the operators moved it like it was moving on the radar. So basically, the commanders just saw the movement of the enemies, where they took off, what's their heading, what's their altitude, basically, what's their speed, maybe. So they knew all this information, and they then can make a suggestion where the enemies will going to attack the British Islands. Maybe even the part of the British Islands where they will cross the coastline. Therefore, they were able to intercept these enemy fighters very effectively. They used always the proper amount of own fighters. They navigated them over the radio, so basically the Royal Air Force pilots have the information about the altitude, speed, heading of the bandits, the amount of the aircrafts which they might expect in the area. Basically, in some cases, also the type of the aircraft, just because the signature of the, for example, Messerschmitt 110 is different than signature from the Dornier 17 or Heinkel 111. So also the speed is different, and so on. So based on the practice, they were able to distinguish or identify the type of the enemy, and therefore navigate the proper aircrafts into the specified area very effectively. So let me check the situation. The Allied aircrafts and enemy aircrafts. What's still here, whether they are flying or not. Oh, this one guy is still flying. He's really a hero. Still the same speed, same altitude, so basically he might be a... Oh, no, there is a train, guys. Down below on the ground, how to do. You can see it now. So there's a train on the ground and it's moving. That's so beautiful, and there is a bridge. Don't tell me that this game in this year, like, can you imagine how this looks like back then? Like, you can see simply the trains here, the smoke is coming from the chimney. It looks really amazing. Unfortunately, there are maybe no other ground units in this game, like you cannot see like trucks, lorries, tanks on the ground, but just the trains, so that's amazing. I can't believe my eyes. So that is perfect. Oh, I'm really impressed by the amount or the deep of the detail in this game. Like, I didn't expect something like that. And just if you look also at this model, for example, this B-24, and the side gunner, for example, like there is the real gun pulled out of the window, for example, so you can see the barrel. It's not just the bitmap, just something like some picture, but it's really a barrel, or maybe not. Oh, there is a barrel definitely, just because I can see some barrels in the top gunner position. There are some barrels, but they are like 2D, so you can't see them from the top view, but you can definitely see them like from this angle, for example. So there are some barrels, but maybe just hard to see them from this view. Not from the top, not from the rear, but from this side you can see them. Also, the front gunner has some gun, the rear gunner as well. So basically, that's amazing. And you cannot see the rear gunner guns as well from this view, from the top view. So, but the guns are definitely there, as you can see now. To stop it, I still didn't change the view control, the angle control to my mouse. So that's why I am using my joystick and it's jumping. It's not very precise control. Oh, and these are the nose arts on these bombers. That's that was the second like biggest amazing thing which I discovered in this game. Like that you can see the nose arts on the bombers, and the nose art is different. That's amazing. Yeah, the small white rabbit with a bomb, for example. Now you can see the guns. You can see inside the bombers. So that's nice details, really. So the engines, the propellers looks amazing. The gear as well. Just imagine the year this game came out, and will it run? I don't know. Just imagine the game when it came out, and the amount of details, or the deep of the details in this game is pretty amazing. Oh, this is the another Jagdgruppe of the Messerschmitt. Somewhere they're heading 254, but still keeping the low altitude. They are pretty fast, but I don't know whether these will be able to reach us. Maybe they are in front of us, who knows? I just see the heading, I do not see the... like, where are they when comparing to our formation? Our heading is 270, so we are flying to the west like 100%. But we are somehow faster, but not the bombers, just the fighters are faster. The bombers are moving at... we switch to the bombers, they are moving at almost 200 knots. And their heading is also 270, almost okay. Some slight differences in it. Oh, there's the same rabbit. So there are maybe just 12 different nose arts available in this game, so they are repeating from time to time. The Will It Run, it's also in the air and also on the ground already, so that's interesting. Oh, 7. This guy is a hero. I'm pretty sure he will be able to reach his airfield without any problems. Still, the aircraft is flying. Okay, that's the rabbit. Where is the Will It Run? Pelican. Something here, I can't read it. Bay, something like that, I don't know. Another rabbit. Another swimmer woman. Will It Run, here is Will It Run. And the Messerschmitts. Okay, so maybe I'll ask the ground control about the situation now. They might be... okay, still no coverage. Is this the sea below us or just the river? I don't know. Oh, it was just the river. So we are still continuing to fly to the North Sea. It's really a big formation of the B-24s, but still one of them is missing here. Just the smoking engine is missing here. So but probably none of them got destroyed over the Berlin. So that's good news. So this is the North Sea. It will be. It's maybe just the 1/3 of the whole flight from the Berlin to the UK, just to fly over this North Sea. But we are behind the half of the way, definitely. So that's it. I can see that the sun is very low, the horizon. So let me check the clock. Okay, let's use the cockpit lamp. I was thinking that we will come back during the day, but seems like not. It's already getting darker and darker, and that maybe at 6 o'clock, I don't know, maybe at 6, the sun will definitely go down, and who knows. It's March, right? They say it's March, so definitely the day is not so long. But maybe at 7 or at 8 the sun will set behind the horizon sun. So we still might be able to reach the airfield during the day, or at least some visibility will be there. And it's interesting how the changes also, how the colors change it in the cockpit as well when you turn to the sun and back. Basically, whether the cockpit is illuminated by the sun or not. That's such details in this game. Like you have like real great feeling from flying here. Maybe this was the best Second World War simulator back then, or released so far until that year. I don't know whether there is something older or something in the same age which is better, basically. I don't know. You tell me, guys. You tell me. Maybe you know about some other Second World War simulator which was better when talking to the details. Maybe also the graphics, the flight model, damage model as well, the communication. I don't know, the overall like realistic feel when you fly the simulator. And the daytime is definitely a big positive thing in this game. And it's getting darker and darker and very quickly. Just when watching at the clock, how the clock goes, how the sun moves, definitely at the 6 the sun will go down, definitely. And I will return again during the night. Or not in the night, but in the late evening. So the dawn is probably 6 p.m. in this game. And it's 6 p.m. the UK time, not the local time here in France. They didn't change the hours during the flight. Okay, so just 5:45. We'll see whether the sun will be still with us or not. I'm really glad that my headset is still working. That's the best positive thing here. Just to mention that. Maybe it's time to exit this group and fly alone directly home without the bombers. But seems like it happened already. We are somewhere in the middle of the or maybe there is already a British coast. Oh no, we are making another circle. I was hoping that we will leave bombers already on their way. Like they can. There is no sign of enemies, so basically we can leave them. But seems like we are still somewhere near to them. Okay, I can see them already. One bomber is going down. Or it's way below the formation. I don't know why. Such a beauty. Such a beauty. Like every direction I see, it's a different color. It's amazing. Okay, that's the bomber which is alone, away from the group. It's not damaged somehow. The damage is still in the formation, but this one is trying to go for an emergency landing. Maybe he has some injured crew member on board, so that was the case when they're flying like faster out of the formation and landed on the first airfield on the coast, basically, just to help the crew member as fast as possible. And the injuries were very common during the flights. Like, just imagine that I don't know, some four to six machine guns and guns are firing at you, and you are just in a aluminium can in the air, and they are flying all over the aircraft. So basically, and also the flak was firing at you, so there were shrapnels flying everywhere through the aircraft, basically. It wasn't a nice to be there. They were wearing some anti-shrapnel, anti-flak vests or jackets. The crew, like the gunners, for example, and the pilots as well, and also some life vests, life jackets, just to be able to swim on the water. But it's protecting only your upper part of your body, not the head, not the arms, not the legs, from the shrapnel. So I was able maybe to stop the shrapnel, but definitely not able to stop the bullet fired from the machine gun. So it's 6 o'clock and the sun is still visible, but it's already part behind the horizon. But it's still visible outside. Let me check the distance to the airport. There was some airport on the left side, vector to home base, number 4.
Home base, 20 miles, vector 180. Copy that, Colgate Control, vector 180.
Okay, 20 miles to the base, so let's fast forward. We are trying to catch the sun, definitely. This way you can make your day longer, just when you fly from east to the west. You'll have like more sunshine than flying the opposite way, for example. Okay, maybe that's the final approach already. Let me check the situation. I do not see the airport yet. Oh, on the left side there is something, so let's quickly ground control, home base number 4.
Control, home base, 10 miles ahead, vector 150.
Okay, still in front of me.
Vector 150.
I can still see somehow what's on the ground, but not so perfectly like before. Mustang definitely wasn't meant to be a night fighter. Where is the airfield? I do not see it. Down below, okay. probably that's it. Let me quickly
This is
check.
Colgate Control. Home base, Vector 060. Copy that, Colgate Control. Vector 060.
060, and I do not see anything right now. Like, really, there is some airfield. Is it an airfield in the distance? Yeah, that's the runway. Okay. But it's not 060, it's 040. But I'm going to land there anyway. I don't know whether there is something on the 060. Let me quickly check it, but I do not see anything here. There is something here below me. I don't know, this is like a grass runway maybe. I do not see it on the grass background, so I'm gonna fly there to the airfield in the distance. There is a asphalt or concrete runway, so I'm gonna land there. Okay guys, so that was the mission over the Berlin. Once again, we visited this city, at least virtually from the air. So pretty long flights from the England or somewhere near the London to the Berlin. The video took me 1 hour, maybe 15 minutes till the end, so it's a pretty long video for you. Hopefully you you love such long videos. For example, Hubert K wrote me that it's a Christmas for him just to see such long videos, but I'm not really sure about it. I would rather maybe try to find some applications, some software to edit my videos, to make them shorter, just to show you the action, the takeoff, maybe some rendezvous with the bombers, and then some battles over the Germany. So my gear is down, at least I hope so. Yeah, it was. Check the controls in the cockpit. I still see red symbols there. Okay, the gear is down. It's a little bit confusing. I hope the runway is long enough. Seems like that. Oh, that color change. Nice. Such romantic view on the base. If I had a girlfriend here on this base, I would definitely take her for a walk. And then, you know, who knows. So let's switch off the engine. Switched it off, but it's okay. It's still, the noise is there. The engine sound is there, but the propeller stops. Okay, so we escorted the flight of 27 B-24Ds to their target over the Berlin. I was taking off from the Boxstedt of the city. All of them were able to arrive over the targets. 5 enemies were shot down. 3 of them were shot down by me, and I landed back Boxstedt 1818. I take it off 11:11, landed 18:18, so pretty much 7 hours and 7 minutes in the air, basically. So if I won't be using the time compression, this video will be like 7 hours long. maybe something for some of you. I don't know whether you will be able to just watch a 7-hour video of flying over the North Sea without anything interesting in it. So 3.5 hour to the Berlin and 3.5 hour back to the London. That's really realistic when talking about an aircraft which is flying like 250 knots during the cruise flight. So that's interesting information just to know how long does it take from a normal aircraft like the piston engine, not the airliner today. So guys, that was the video. Let me check the logbook. So it was the second flight over the Berlin, again 3 kills. Didn't receive anything for that, like in the previous flight I received the American Cross, or sorry, Air Medal, not American Cross. Sorry. But excuse me, I've been 7 hours in the air, so I have I can do such mistakes. And that's the Air Medal first bar here on the top. So that's nice just to watch it and to polish it from time to time. So that's all from my side, guys. If you want to hear about any topic during my next flight over the Berlin, so in my next 1 hour long video, just write me in the comment section down below. I can say something about it, or at least touch the topic if I know something about it. If not, I will tell you that I do not know anything about it. So that's it from my side, guys. Thank you for watching this video. As always, have fun, take care, and bye.